President Trump is currently renovating the White House to add a $250 million ballroom. Some say that Trump is destroying the people's house. I say he is building it back better. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about President Trump's East Wing of the White House renovation to add a $250 million ballroom. Now, this is very controversial. I find it hilarious because, number one, there is no taxpayer money involved. This is all private donations. Trump said he's even spending some of his own money to help renovate the White House. Now, to be clear, the construction won't be done until 2029. This is after Trump leaves. I see it as a charitable donation, and people have been wanting the ballroom for a long time for state dinners and things of this nature from world leaders all over the world. You need a ballroom, you want a ballroom, and if you're able to get it without spending taxpayer money, what's the problem? The left always find a problem with everything, and that's why we're here right now. And before I go any further, let's get into a few clips. First, we're going to see what's really going on with the construction. Then we're going to see some reaction from some of your favorite leftists, and we're going to see other construction efforts happening in the USA that spend a lot more money and taxpayer money. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
This morning, demolition day at the White House. Crews tearing down walls as construction for President Trump's 90,000 square foot ballroom ramps up. The president.
Let's pause right there. That was a little bit of a little subliminal tearing down walls because Trump built in the wall and he's tearing down walls. That's so ironic. Anyway, I digress.
Once promised the project would not interfere with the current structure of the White House.
It won't interfere with the current building. It'll be near it, but not touching it, and pays total respect to the existing building, which I'm the biggest fan of. It's my favorite.
But bulldozers ripped away portions of the East Wing yesterday. The president hosting an event inside the White House, acknowledging the nearby demolition.
Right on the other side, you have a lot of construction going on, which you might hear periodically.
Constructed in 1902, the East Wing houses the office of the First Lady.
Oh, so it wasn't there from the beginning. It wasn't there going all the way back to when D.C. was formed. It was a later addition. Oh, okay. I thought Trump was the only guy to ever add anything, construct anything, renovate anything on the White House grounds. Okay, let's keep going.
As well as the visitor's entrance where the public can begin tours of the executive mansion. Expected to cost $250 million, the ballroom will be larger than the White House residence itself and able to hold nearly 1,000 people.
Now, it'll be larger than the White House residence, but that's just one piece of the White House. It's not going to be larger than the White House itself. I'm going to show you some plans and whatnot to give you a better understanding of what's happening here.
President Trump insisting it's entirely funded through private donations. The president claiming, without providing any evidence, that he's paying for some of it himself. But Democrats are slamming the ballroom's construction amid a 3-week government shutdown and calling for President Trump to stop.
He should stop the wreckage of the White House, creating this Marie Antoinette ballroom for the billionaires and the CEOs and for all of his friends.
Hair Plugs Raskin back at it again, talking about, oh, I got cancer. Meanwhile, you came back with a whole brand new head of hair. Please stop the nonsense, Jamie Raskin.
So the East Wing has been renovated before. A second story was added in 1942, but you heard it there. Many Democrats very critical of the way this.
So it was created, what was that, 1907, and then it was renovated in 1942. So we're doing another renovation. It ain't going to be the first time, and it probably won't be the last, because buildings, contrary to popular belief, may not last forever.
Is being done, and public tours here at the White House have been suspended indefinitely.
All right. So shout out to, what's this, Good Morning America. Now let's go to The View and see what they got to say. Just quickly, and then we're going to get to some plans and a few more important things.
Hey, that's a wonderful welcome, but you're not going to like what we're about to tell you. Because you know who is still bulldozing ahead with building a White House ballroom that no one voted for, no one asked for, and once again, it's promises made and promises broken.
Okay, so what promises have been broken here, Miss Whoopi Goldberg? Fill me in. Fill the people in on what promises have been broken. The whole thing about it not interfering with the structure of the White House. We'll get to that in a minute.
Take a look.
It won't interfere with the current building. It won't be. Yeah. It'll be.
That's what I figured.
Near it, but not touching it, and pays total respect to the existing building, which I'm the biggest fan of. It's my favorite. Right behind us, we're building a ballroom. They've wanted a ballroom for 150 years, and I'm giving that honor to this wonderful place. Right on the
very good thing. Shout out to President Trump for doing that. And again, it won't be done until 2029, so he won't even be able to enjoy it. It's for future presidents.
other side, you have a lot of construction going on, which you might hear periodically. You're going to see a ballroom the likes of which I don't think it'll be topped.
Okay. Okay. That is not your building. You
Correct.
don't own that building.
Well, he's in the executive branch. He is the president, and he has rights to do certain things. This is one of them. What he could not do is build that with taxpayer money without getting congressional approval, but he's not using taxpayer money. So privately funded, he can do that as a president. Yes, he can. That is within his purview.
That would be like me going over to Trump Tower and saying I'm going to build a disco.
No, because you have no power over anything that happens with Trump Tower. Are you an executive with Trump's businesses? Do you have any connection to it? See, Trump is the president. And when you're in the executive branch as a president, you have the power to alter the building. And it wouldn't be the first time that the president has done this. Okay, let's get into it. So Teddy Roosevelt built the West Wing. Taft made the executive office oval. FDR added the entire East Wing and included an indoor pool for himself. Harry Truman gutted the entire White House. Nixon added a bowling alley. Obama added a basketball court. And then now Trump's building the ballroom. So if you're going to criticize Trump for this, well, you got a whole list of guys that you need to be criticizing as well, including your bestie, Mr. Barack Hussein Obama. Now, here are the plans. So look, you can see this is the entire White House compound, I guess you would say, the estate. You see the West Wing over there, and there's the actual White House residence, you see. And then these, I guess you would say, hallways, corridors, that's also part of the White House. The South Lawn, all of that is part of it. And you see the East Wing, and that piece right there highlighted in the yellow, that is what is being constructed right now. That's what's being demolished to build the ballroom. Just so we're on the same page, okay? Just so we are on the same page. Now, this is going to be Minnesota building this right here for $730 million, and I'm pretty sure that's with taxpayers' money.
Hey there, State Representative Kristen Robbins. I had to run to the Capitol today for some meetings, and I thought I'd show you what's going on with the remodel of our state office building. As you might remember, it is costing you, the taxpayer, $730 million to more than double the footprint of our old office building, even though we are only in session 5 months a year. This is really a huge waste of taxpayer money, and it continues apace. I tried many different ways to try and stop it, and we weren't able to do so. But I just want you to see what your money is being spent on.
Again, $730 million in Minnesota, all taxpayer money. But the ballroom, $250 million, privately funded. Now, here is the Capitol renovation in California costing the taxpayers $1.1 billion with a B. $1.1 billion with a B. And it's funny because you see Gavin right here. You see what he says, ripping apart the White House like he's ripping apart the Constitution. Okay. But your Capitol renovation for $1.1 billion ain't no big deal, right? Oh, okay.
Why will a new office building for California lawmakers cost as much as an NFL stadium? That's a question we've been asking California's legislative leaders overseeing the Capitol Annex project. Live Copter 3 flew over, getting this exclusive look at the progress crews have made. Now,
one thing that I can't help but recognize is that these projects in Minnesota, California, they appear to be way overinflated. It wouldn't be because they're spending taxpayer money and they don't really care about being efficient with spending your money. It wouldn't be because of that, right? Nah, no way. You're not paying $1,000 a gallon. I'm exaggerating for all the actuallys out there. You wouldn't be paying $1,000 a gallon for gas in California with 900 of that being taxes to pay for stuff like this for no reason. That wouldn't be what's going on with it. As I close, I want to say this. Shout out to President Trump for building the ballroom with private funds, no taxpayer monies, and he won't even be able to enjoy it. So it's not like building the pool for yourself or building the basketball court for yourself, Barack Obama. It is doing a thing that the nation has needed for a while. You're going to be hosting state dinners. You're going to be doing things for the betterment of the entire country and the world, and the ballroom can help in that. Why wouldn't you want it? Especially since we, the people, aren't even paying for it. I think it's a win, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about Trump's new ballroom? Again, $250 million, no taxpayer monies, all privately funded. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. It's a great thing. Hey, I like it. I love it. Want more of it. Shout out Tim McGraw. Y'all already know. Especially since I see some of these other projects that are happening all over the USA in these blue states, very, very Democrat heavy, that cost a lot more, and it's taxpayer money being spent on it. And the question would be, how will that help anyone other than the politicians themselves to have a nice, fancy, pretty building to work in less than half of the year? You tell me what's going on with that. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.